Is a mayor recall. This is not the recall of our mayor. It's the recall of any mayor. This is, right now the state has a process to recall any mayor, but we have to adopt it because of home rule. We can't just say we're going to recall the mayor, we're going to write our own provision. What we're doing here is adopting the state provision saying we want this as an option. Essentially what this is. We're collecting signatures for this. The other one is the police. So City Council has said that they want to merge our police department with the county. And they're using the word merger, and we're using the word termination. So the only way you get there is you fire the entire police department and then they reapply to the county for their jobs. So the police department, they don't view this as a merger. We don't view it as a merger. We view it as the termination of our police officers. Well, through the collaborative agreement, we have come a long way with our police department. And we're very happy with where we are, our relationship with the Cincinnati Police Department. We have a member, his name is John Harmon. If you haven't heard of him, I encourage you all to invite him to be a speaker. But John Harmon owns a printing company in Walnut Hills. He lives in Anderson and was almost beat to death by the sheriff's department in 2009. This is a middle-class family with two lovely daughters who are college, one out of college, one about to graduate from college. They've been married 25 years, and he had a diabetic attack, headed home to Anderson, and kind of maybe went over the line, he doesn't know, or was driving slow, and the sheriff stopped him, and within 20 seconds broke out his driver's side windshield and tased him 7 times while he was sitting in his vehicle, drug him out of the car, and almost beat him to death. They broke his arm down to his wrist and his thumb. He's had 3 or 4 surgeries since that. There were no video cameras in the sheriff cruisers like there are videos in our Cincinnati police. There is no audio. So there are things that we've done here in the city of Cincinnati that are incredibly progressive that the county has elected that they don't want to do. So we are very, very satisfied with our Cincinnati Police Department. We have the best relationship with the FOP president that I think we've ever had. And I have to say she's the first woman FOP president that has ever been, and if she hasn't been a speaker, I would suggest that you invite her in. But Kathy Harrell has been doing a great job. Matter of fact, she has addressed the Cincinnati NAACP, I think, twice now, which is historic. She actually comes to our meeting, shares with us what is going on, so we're out collecting signatures to say the people should have the right before we terminate our police department. And those are all of the petitions that we have. Now, exactly, good. Now, we've successfully placed 5 things on the ballot, 5 issues on the ballot. Putting an issue on the ballot is very difficult. It is not an easy thing to do. It is a lot of work, and I know all of you appreciate that, right? So we are picking issues. We're not just out here randomly picking issues. I mean, these are issues that we're very passionate about, because to get one of these issues on the ballot, we have to collect about 17 or 18,000 signatures for each of them. Number 2, out of the 5 things that we've got on the ballot, we have won 3 of them. 5 issues, we've won 3. That means our success rate is 66%. Now, what is that telling us? I mean, the Cincinnati NAACP and our partners are out collecting signatures, but the voters are the ones that are making the determination. What is that saying mathematically? That's saying that the representation is obviously disconnected from the people that they are representing, or we wouldn't have a 66% win rate at the ballot box. Now, when we get our 4 issues on the ballot, I have no idea how those are going to turn out. We have, we're really into democracy. So our first step, collect the signatures. Our second step is, can we win the issues at the ballot box? The only reason we're coming back with the streetcar petition again, and we will also come back with proportional representation again, is that both issues are very complicated for a number of reasons. One is a yes means a no. So there are people that voted thinking they were voting against the streetcar, we know that, and they voted no, and a no actually meant a yes. That will be the same for all of these issues. Because you're adopting the charter amendments, you have to vote yes on them to adopt them. So that won't change, but we know that people. Number two, that the budget crisis is much clearer now than it was the last time the streetcar issue was on the ballot. I mean, people are really focused in on what's happening with our budget and how it's impacting our daily lives. It's a totally different environment. With proportional representation, remember the billboards that said you're going to lose 8 votes? With proportional representation, did you all see those? Said if we get PR, you're actually losing 8 votes. Why would the NAACP be about taking 8 votes away from you? However, we've been working and educating our members about proportional representation and the history of it. So there were even members, if they were saying, I don't understand it. So not understanding it meant I'm going on the other side of it. But we've been working to educate our members, and we hope to come back with proportional representation yet again. We believe in a representative form of government, but we also believe in our right to file a grievance with that. And as long as council continues to move, I think, in an aggressive way, i.e. our pension fund, we think it's immoral to strip current retirees of their benefits. These were irrevocable decisions that were made. They should be left as they are, in our opinion. If you want to go after current workers who are coming on, that's a different, or workers who are currently working. But to actually say that you're going to reduce death benefits for people who are in their 80s, who are uninsurable now, who made irrevocable decisions 20, 30, 40 years ago, we think is immoral. We also think it's wrong to go to a spouse, meaning the employee is now deceased, on a reduced benefit and ask the spouse to take another reduction. The employee is no longer alive to advocate for their own rights and their interests. So these are very important fundamental issues that are important to the Cincinnati NAACP. Many of our members are retirees of the city of Cincinnati. Several of our executive board members are retirees of the Cincinnati retirement system. So they keep reminding me, believe me, about what's happening with our pension. It's not something that is lost. Our membership continues to grow. I mean, we're still right below 3,000 members of the Cincinnati NAACP. We are the largest chapter in the state of Ohio. The Cincinnati NAACP is the largest chapter in the state of Ohio. And that is a very, very big thing to do, and we're proud of that. We hang that banner very, very, very high. So anyway, those will be kind of my general remarks about what we're doing. Again, this sense about traditional issues, someone that the Cincinnati NAACP should be involved in. We believe that we are a part of the fabric of the whole community, and that we should have the ability to have a say in all things that are happening around us, not just stereotypical issues where someone says, this is where I think you should be, kind of stay in your place. So we continue to branch out and let people know. And what is happening, I tell you, is that people are excited about not only being a member of the Cincinnati NAACP, but they're excited about voting. They want to go and vote because they feel like they have ownership in the ballot box. So we're getting higher people registering to vote, people who want to sign our petition, and people who want to be involved in the political process, which is one of the positive things that has happened as we've been doing our petition. So.